Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV. And today on my 5-part series, we're at day 5. This is kind of the 2021 How to Kill It as a Transurfer series. I hope you all have enjoyed it. This is going to be the final step for those of you that have followed the previous 4 videos. How to break protocol, how to dial it in, how to become more powerful, how to achieve the goal. Now it's really about harnessing and utilizing your creative energy, because you are a creator, right? This is the amazing thing about being a human being that I lost sight of. I know a lot of people have lost sight of, that we are ultimately creators in nature. One of the 78 days of practical transurfing that I absolutely love, co-create with God. I'm not a religious person, and I have to say that when I first read that lesson, I was kind of like, oh, gross. Co-create with God? No. But I understand now exactly what Vadim Zeland means when he says that, to co-create with God. That, and you can view God as anything, right? You can view God as you know, Allah, you know, God, Jesus, Christian version of God, you know, Buddha, however you want to perceive God. If you're not into that sort of religious idea of God, it could simply be outer intention, right? I once, when I was asked to develop a relationship with my higher power, I didn't know what to say. So I said, okay, well, I'm just going to say my higher power is the universe, the abundant universe. This was way before I was a transurfer. And looking back on it now, I was already in line with so much of this knowledge. Now my version of God is outer intention, right? So you could say co-create with outer intention. Now, what I'm going to talk about here is one of those things that you kind of have to, like, you got to feel it to get it. Just like outer intention, right? You got to feel it to get it, to really understand it. And what I'm going to suggest is that you really set the intention. If you are following this series and you have decided to, in fact, kill it in 2021, and you really want to start creating your own reality, creating a new profession, creating a new version of yourself, whatever it is, that you first take the steps in strengthening your connection with the alternative space and subsequently outer intention, because it's in this connection that you are going to receive insights and ideas and creative energy flowing back to you from this space via outer intention. This is big, and this is exactly how I have been able to do what I've done. All of what I am currently creating was not part of my inner intention thinking mind. This is me co-creating with God. This is me co-creating with my version of God, outer intention, and the alternative space. It is in this relationship that I have received all of the insights and ideas and ways to achieve that connection with that optimal version of me through action and creation and creating my own reality. So the first step is really going to be you strengthening that connection with the alternative space and outer intention, because this is going to be half of the equation in you creating whatever it is you are looking to create. Before I get into my little 5 steps here, remember to like this video and comment below. My world has taken care of me to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers. And Reality 2.0, teachable down below. Join us on Facebook, subscribe, and Reality_Transurfing on Instagram. Check it out, y'all. So firstly, if you have not watched the last 4 videos, I would definitely recommend this 5-part series. Really, I developed it to, it's a system, right? This is all the stuff that I do. You can, of course, pick the pieces that work for you, mix and match, but I would definitely recommend watching all 5. How to break protocol, how to dial it in, how to become more powerful, how to achieve the goal, and now how to start creating using that connection with the alternative space, outer intention, God, whatever it is. So the first thing, well, second on my list, ask your higher self where to start. So this really has to do with, when I say higher self, my higher self is that version, that optimal version of me that exists on a higher lifeline that has fulfilled my intentions, right? This is the future version of me, the future frame version of me, the version of me that has reached the end of that transfer chain. And go back and look at my video connecting with the higher self. I'll put a link below to the meditation. It's very, very powerful. But that version of you, that higher version of you, that optimal version of you that you are bound to connect with, if you set the intention to connect with that version of you, that version of you, even though that version of you exists in another sector of reality, it's also inside of you right now. And it's your actions and your thoughts and your frequency that sort of bridge that gap to that higher version of you, or that optimal version of you. But again, that version of you is internal always. And that version of you has solutions, has ideas, can connect you with insights from the alternative space, can connect you with the information or the knowledge you need in order for you to take your first steps in creating that reality of your choosing. So going within and really disconnecting from this idea that all the answers are going to be found externally. The answers are internal. The answers are internal, the solutions are internal, the ideas are internal. It's that high version of yourself and your connection with the alternative space via outer intention that's going to pull the version of you that you currently exist as to that optimal spot in the alternative space, to that optimal sector of reality. So asking your higher self where to start, getting into my higher self meditation where you visualize that higher version of yourself, and you can ask that higher version of yourself questions. This is powerful because that higher version of yourself definitely has ideas where to start and what you can do to start creating. So the third point I want to make, dedicate time to the center screen. This is going to be a huge one. So if you have set the intention that you want to start creating whatever it is, new version of reality, new version of you, new occupation, new version of life as you are experiencing it, whatever, dedicating time to the center screen is the quickest way for you to get there. Energy is lost when we spend too much time internally, worrying, overthinking, criticizing ourselves, criticizing our reality, doing all this negative self-talk. Lots of energy is lost there, divert you away from your intentions, diverts you away from your power as a creator. You're using that energy that's just going to waste. And then also we lose energy in the outer screen, right? Getting sucked into politics, getting sucked into media, getting sucked into family dysfunction, getting sucked into problems with our spouse, getting sucked into professional stuff that we're not happy about. So really setting the intention that you're going to dedicate time to your center screen to create, and then asking your higher self what you can do in that space, in that time. And as I say down here on 5, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, just start. Just start. Stop making excuses and just start doing something. If you start doing something, more things will present themselves to you of, more ways that you can in fact be creative. 4, choose creative company. So a lot of what I'm doing now, a lot of how I'm able to create, a lot of the creative energy that I am giving and receiving and is circulating in my life. My partner is a new entrepreneur. He read Reality Transurfing, and after 20 years at a corporate job, he decided to become an entrepreneur and start his own drink company. And it is going amazing. It's going so well. He's #1 in his category. He's rocket shipping to that sector of reality where he's a very successful entrepreneur, living away from the pendulum of corporate, living away from the corporate pendulum and doing his own thing. So this is really facilitating a lot of creative energy for me to use, is me choosing creative company. All the people that are moderators on the Facebook group, creative types, people in the Facebook group, lots of people that message me, lots of other creators in this space. So I am immersed in a culture of creativity, and also domestically, my domestic environment's very creative. And this allows me really a platform where creating is natural, creative energy is abundant. I'm constantly having ideas. I'm constantly formulating new ways that I can create, and it's awesome. But it's really about me setting the intention to connect with and keep creative company, because this is what I want to experience myself. I heard somebody say a few days ago that we are an average of the 5 people closest to us. So, wow, amazing. I talk with Vadim Zeland, often. I talk with other people in this space. I have a creative partner. So I am truly an average of the 5 people closest to me, and they're all creators, right? So if you really want to get creative, if you really want to get that creative energy flowing, circulating, coming back in your direction, check who your company is and how you can upgrade your company to a more creative company. And then obviously, as I stated earlier, just start. Just start creating. If you are, again, and I said this yesterday in How to Achieve the Goal, people that, or maybe it was in How to Become More Powerful, people that are constantly looking to the mirror to see a different reflection. And then, oh, when I see a different reflection, then I'll act. So I'm going to start looking to see how I can be successful. And then when I see that, then I can actually be successful. That's not how it works. You have to start with the energy first internally. So if you want to become a creative person, create something new for yourself, create a new occupation, create a new reality, create whatever, just start creating now. As you create whatever it is, no matter how small, sorry my voice is going, guys, you will present that to your mirror, and your mirror will reflect back to you more ways in which you can be creative. This is what I am doing now. I'm just being creative and how it's easy for me, what my world is showing me, outer intention, co-creating with God, seeing what I can do in the moment. I do that. I present this energy to my world, to my mirror, and then my mirror reflects back to me more ways that I can be creative and be effective in my creative process, right? So as my voice starts to go, I'm going to end this video. How can you start being more creative today? Do you need to just start taking action? Watch the 4 previous videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this 5-part series, how to kill it in 2021. And like, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.